at his grace. Actually, he was an elderly person. He can never understood the kind of grace his body radiated. Just with one loincloth and one small towel, he would be sitting and staring at Arunachala Hill. The samadhi could be seen with the eyes. Swamiji says, looking at the master's form when he was in samadhi was literally like drinking samadhi through eyes. Drinking samadhi through eyes. That's the word Swamiji said I will use. Throughout his childhood, of anything which happens in his life, he would ask himself, what would Annamalai Swamigal do? And whatever Annamalai Swamigal would do, that's how he chose to react. For everything, even how he was waking up in the morning, he will wake up like Annamalai Swamigal. His Divine Holiness expanded that after Arunagiri Yogeshwara happened in his life, he began doing this for him. Even today, His Divine Holiness, uncompromising integrity to Agamas, in his integrity and love for Paramashiva. For all of us today, let us choose to declare this as our future. A major part of His Divine Holiness' early life was spent in doing puja, reading and learning puja, making his own notes. His Divine Holiness says that his grandfather, mother's father, taught him this spiritual routine. He is the one solely responsible for whatever revival His Divine Holiness is doing through the deity worship. He may come back from the shop at 1 o'clock. He was a rice merchant. So the rice loads will come from the villages in the bullock carts. The bullock carts will come with a fire torch or lantern lamp, and they will unload the rice bags. Night 1 o'clock, he may come back to the house, but he will wash himself and do the achamana, apply the vibhuti and anushtana, and keep the shop key at the feet of Mahadeva, Paramashiva. He will always keep the shop key at the feet of Paramashiva. He will always keep the key to them at the feet of Paramashiva and go to sleep. His Divine Holiness always says, connecting the deities is one of the easiest ways to reach Paramashiva, the divine being invoked directly into the deities. Today, we're offering Uttamottama Seva to His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. The Uttamottama Seva is an intricate ritual. Uttamottama means best of the best, and Seva is offering. It is the ritual of offering the best of the best to Paramashiva. Whatever we offer to Paramashiva comes back to us in 1,000-fold and many million-fold. And Paramashiva is the source of everything. Offering the best of the best is the only way we can offer our gratitude to Paramashiva and being integrated to him and his words. Agamas is the only thing we can actually offer him. Hence, as per the instructions of Paramashiva, in the physical form, the Sachala Murti, the avatar, His Divine Holiness, Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, we offer this seva to Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva, Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti, the presiding deity of the Nithyananda Sangha. Uttamottama Seva is an intricate ritual that is described by Paramashiva himself. So many offerings are there that come from the best of the best that is offered in Vedic tradition. From the instruments to the offering of food that should be offered to Paramashiva, the various types of dance and the way it is danced. The Uttamottama Seva is described by Paramashiva as the best of the best. Why should we offer the best of the best to Paramashiva? Lives in Adi Kailas Sarvajna Pita as the Kalpavriksha, as the one who gives whatever you ask for. We offer Abhishekam, Vastram, Gandham, Abharanam, Archanam, Dhupam, Deepam, Naivedyam, Aratrikam, Deepopacharam, Pushpanjalim, Chaturvedam, Grhyasuktam, Agamastotram, Dravida Vedam, Nrityam, Sangeetam, Vadyam, Swasti Vachanam. The source of all these best things is Paramashiva. He has given these to us. Offering them back at his feet is what we do during this seva, whereby we experience intense Shakti Nipada and Advaita, the oneness with him. And as a result, we leave the state, radiate the space, and manifest the Shaktis of Paramashiva. And also, since it is Agama Vidhi, Paramashiva's instructions, we offer them during this seva. The best of the food offered as Naivedyam, the best of movement a body can make offered as dance, Nritya Seva, the best of sound offered as music, Sangeeta Seva, and the best of consciousness offered as power manifestation, Shakti Avishkarana. The best that humanity can offer to Paramashiva as gratitude is offered in Uttamottama Seva. Today, we offer the Uttamottama Seva to His Divine Holiness Nithyananda Paramashivam with the paying our gratitude at his feet. Our Gurukul Bala sons are going to offer this Seva to His Divine Holiness. Let us all tune in and watch and get the blessings of His Divine Holiness.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasadashiva. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. 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 Om Nithyananda Paramashi Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
The first offering of the Uttamattama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Chaturvedam. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Chaturveda Priya Chaturvedam Avadharaya.
अथर्व वेद, यजुर्वेद, ऋग्वेद. हरि ओम. अग्निईले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवं ऋग्विजं होतारं रत्नदातावं. हरि ओम. यजुर्वेद. इषे दोर्जेत्वा वायवस्तो पायपस्त देवो वैश्विता प्राप्ते तुषेक्षतमाय कर्मणे. हरि ओम. सामवेदा अग्न आयाहि पीतये गृहाणो हव्यदातये निहोता सप्सि बर्हिषि हरि ओम। अथर्ववेदा षण्णो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये सयोरभिष्टवन्तु नः हरि ओम।
The next offering of the Uttama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Agama Shlokas. Deva Devottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Agama Shloka Priya Agama Shlokam Avadharaya.
तया सूर्या सुमूर्धान्तं भक्त्वा वृक्षेपसेदुना निर्विकल्पं मनः कृत्वा सर्वोद्वे सर्वगोत्तमः कपालान्तर्मनोनस्य तिष्ठन्मीलितलोचना क्रमेण मनसोदार्ध्यात् लक्ष्ये लक्ष्यमुत्तमम् आगतां शिववक्त्रेभ्यो गतं च गिरिजामुखे मतं हि वासुदेवस्य तस्माद् आगमोच्यते। श्रीभगवानुवाच तया अति कौतूहलाविष्टा पृच्छस्येतत् शृणु प्रिये यन्मे नेत्रान्तरे वह्निर् यद्वामृतमनुत्तमम्।
The next offering at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Stotra Seva. Deva Devottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Stotra Priya Stotram Avadharaya.
ओम नमो भगवते सदाशिवाय सकल तत्त्वात्मकाय सर्वमन्त्र स्वरूपाय सर्वयन्त्राधिष्ठिताय सर्वतत्त्वविधूराय सर्वतन्त्र स्वरूपाय सर्वतत्त्वविधूराय ब्रह्मरुद्रावतारिणे नीलकण्ठाय पार्वती मनोहराय सोमसूर्याग्निलोचनाय भस्मोद्धूलित विग्रहाय महामुनि मकुटधारणाय माणिक्यभूषणाय सृष्टि प्रलय काल रौद्रावताराय दक्षाध्वरध्वंसकाय महाकाल भेदनाय मूलाधारैकनिलयाय तत्त्वातीताय गंगाधराय सर्वदेवादिदेवाय सदाश्रयाय वेदान्तसाराय त्रिवर्गसाधनाय अनंतकोटि ब्रह्मांड नायकाय अनंत वासुकी तक्षक कारकोट शंख कुलिक पद्म महापद्मेति अष्ट महानाग कुलभूषणाय प्रणव स्वरूपाय चिदाकाशाय आकाश दिक्स्वरूपाय ग्रह नक्षत्र मालिने सकलाय कलंकरहिताय सकल लोकैक कर्तृ सकल लोकैक भद्र सकल लोकैक संभद्र सकल लोकैक गुरवे सकल लोकैक साक्षिणे सकल निगम गुह्याय सकल वेदांत पारगाय सकल लोकैक वरप्रदाय सकल लोकैक शंकराय शशांक शेखराय शाश्वती निजावासाय निराभासाय निरामयाय निर्मलाय निर्मदाय निश्चिन्ताय निरहंकाराय निरंकुशाय निष्कलंकाय निर्गुणाय निष्कामाय निरुपप्लवाय निरुपद्रवाय निरवध्याय निरंतराय निष्कारानाय निरंतकाय निष्प्रपंचाय निस्संगाय निर्द्वन्द्वाय निराधाराय निरागाय निष्क्रोधाय निर्लोपाय निष्पापाय निर्भयाय निर्विकल्पाय निर्भेदाय निष्क्रियाय निश्चलाय निःसंशयाय निरुपम विभवाय नित्य शुद्ध बुद्ध परिपूर्ण सच्चिदानंदाद्वयाय परम शांत स्वरूपाय तेजो रूपाय तेजोमयाय जय जय रुद्र महारौद्र भद्रावतार महाभैरव कालभैरव कल्पान्तभैरव कपालमालाधर खट्वांग खड्ग चर्म पाशांकुश डमरू शूल चाप बाण गदा शक्ति भिंडीपाल तोमर मुसल मुद्गर पाश परिघ पुशुंडी शतग्नि चक्राध्यायुध भीषणकर सहस्रमुख धंसा कराधवदन विकटाटहास विस्फारित ब्रह्मांड मंडल नागेंद्र हार नागेंद्र वलय नागेंद्र चर्मधर मृत्युंजय त्रयंबक विश्वरूप विरूपाक्ष विश्वेश्वर वृषभवाहन विश्वभूषण विश्वतोमुख सर्वतो रक्ष रक्ष मां ज्वल ज्वल महामृत्युम् अपमृत्युं भयं नाशय नाशय चोर भयम् उत्सादय उत्सादय विषसर्प भयं समय समय चोरान् मारय मारय मम शत्रून् उच्छाटय उच्छाटय त्रिशूलेन विधारय विदारय कुठारेण भिंडी भिंडी खड्गेन चिंडी चिंडी खट्वांगेन विपोधय विपोधय कुशलेन निष्पेषय निष्पेषय बाणैः संतारय संतारय रक्षांसि भीषय भीषय भूतानि विद्राय विद्रावय विद्रायपय कूष्माण्ड मारीच वेताल ब्रह्मरक्षसगणान् संतादय संतादय माम् अभयं कुरु कुरु वित्रस्तं माम् आश्वासय आश्वासय नरकभयां माम् उद्धर उद्धर सञ्जीवय सञ्जीवय शत्रुभ्यां माम् आप्यायय आप्यायय दुःखातुरं माम् आनन्दय आनन्दय शिवकवचेन माम् आच्छादय आच्छादय मृत्युञ्जय त्रयम्बक सदाशिव परमशिव नमस्ते नमस्ते।
The next offering of the Uttama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Dravida Vedam. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Dravida Veda Priya Dravida Vedam Avadharaya. Shiva Tiruchitrambalam Mandiramavadu Neeru Vaanavar Meladu Neeru Sundaramavadu Neeru Tudukkapaduvadu Neeru Tandiramavadu Neeru Samayathilullathu Neeru Senduvar Vaayumai Pangan Tira Alavayan Tiruneeru Alavayan Tiruneeru Tira Alavayan Tiruneeru Vedathinulladu Neeru Pentuya Teerpadu Neeru Podam Taruvadu Neeru Unmai Tavirpadu Neeru Odattaguvadu Neeru Unmaiyulladu Neeru Seedapuyal Vayil Soonda Tira Alavayan Tiruneeru Alavayan Tiruneeru Tira Alavayan Tiruneeru Shiva Tiruchitrambalam. The next offering of the Uttama Seva at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Sangeeta Seva. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Sangeeta Priya Sangeetam Avadharaya.
In today's Sangeeta Seva, we will be offering a bhajan on our beloved Guru, describing how a Guru transforms a devotee's heart into a temple and how he instills in his disciples the feeling of devotion for the divine.
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Vandvatitam Gaganasadrisham Tattvamasyadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. गुरु हमारे मन मंदिर में गुरु हमारे प्यार सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान. गुरु हमारे मन मंदिर में गुरु हमारे प्यार सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान. ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद. गुरु हमारे तन मन सब है गुरु हमारे प्राण सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान. गुरु हमारे तन मन सब है गुरु हमारे प्राण सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान। गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद, ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद। गुरु हमारे धन दौलत में, गुरु हमारे प्यार, गुरु हमारे धन दौलत है, गुरु हमारे प्यार। सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान। सारे विश्व का वो है दाता नित्यानंद भगवान। ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव, ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद, ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद, ओम नित्यानंद गुरु नित्यानंद। The next offering at the feet of Devi Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Nritya Seva. Deva Devottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Shri Nithyanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Shri Nithyanandeshwara Paramashiva Nritya Priya Nrityam Avadharaya. In today's Nitya Seva, we will be offering a Tillana. Tillana is a dance set to rhythmic beats in Carnatic music. Today's Tillana is an offering to Ananda Nataraja, composed by Tanjavur Shankar Iyer, set to Ananda Bhairavi Raga.
പൊന്നം പല തരസനെ പുകഴ്ന്ന് പാടുമോ കരി കരി തരികിനതോ കരി കരി തരികിനതോ സഗരെ പാമഗരി സരി സാ പാമഗരി സഗരെ പാമഗരി സരി സാ പാമഗരി
Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva is the offering of the Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. Devadevottama Devata Sarvabhauma Akhilanda Koti Brahmanda Nayaka Sri Nityanandeshwari Parashakti Sameta Sri Nityanandeshwara Paramashiva Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana Priya Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana Avadharaya Nityanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatītam Gagana Sadrisham Sattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatītam Tribunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityananda, I welcome you all with my love and respects to this Paramashiva Shakti Avishkarana. I am Manitya Yoga Pranananda and I have with me here Mashruti. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Nityananda, my name is Mashruti and I'm 15 years old and I'm being in Gurukul for last 2 years.
Yes, and we have a volunteer with us. Ma, would you like to introduce yourself?
Chandramohan from Bangalore.
Yes. Let us begin with a small introduction about the source of all, Paramashiva. Paramashiva is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, which is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all-pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form and causality. He performs the Panchakritya, or the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, creation, Sthiti, maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Prabhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities. Today, an incarnation of Paramashiva walks among us in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, reviving the ancient science of power manifestation from the Vedagamas. Vedagamas are directly revealed by Paramashiva. They are the ultimate, eternal and unchangeable truths. A reference cited for these various powers from the Shastra or source scriptures is called the Shastra Pramana, which we will be looking into shortly. The knowledge and science of manifesting the Vedagama truths are transmitted through Diksha, initiation. Diksha is the direct transfer of spiritual energy by the avatar. With his extreme love and compassion, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nityananda Paramashivam, has initiated us into 463 plus extraordinary Shaktis, out of which today you will be witnessing the extraordinary Shakti of remote vision. Before we begin, I will be giving you a little introduction of the power of remote vision. Here, we will be expressing the power of being able to see happenings occurring at great distances, thousands of miles away, across different time zones. Here, we will be able to scan the house of anyone without even having to visit it before. And we will be able to start describing the home as it is, with details like even the contents of the fridge and thought currents of those people who are staying in that place. So, with this, we will enter into the Shastra Pramana, the scriptural reference directly given by Paramashiva himself in the Vedagamas and Agamas.
The power of remote vision is from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 63, Dharana 40. Sarvam deham chinmayam hi jagadva paribhavayet yugapannirvikalpena manasa paramodayah. Sarvam devam chinmayam hi jagadva paribhavayet yugapannirvikalpena manasa paramodayah. The translation of this verse is: one should consciously cognize, keeping the mind beyond the movement of thoughts, free from any doubts or root cognitions, nirvikalpa mana, that the whole body and even the whole universe indeed are simultaneously of the essence and the nature of consciousness, in the infinite space of oneness, Chinmayam, and the supreme awakening happens where one manifests the cosmic body.
Yes, such beautiful words. Now I'm going to ask a volunteer. Which house do you want Marshruti to stand? Yours?
In Konakunde Cross in Kanakapura Road.
Okay. So Marshruti will be standing in Ma's house, which is in Bangalore. So now Marshruti is going to begin the power manifestation by connecting with Paramashiva by chanting the Mahavakya, which takes us to a higher frequency and which is the passport that continuously reminds us that we are Paramashiva. Let us all also sit with our head, neck, and spine in a straight line and chant the Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Yes, while Shruti scans, to authenticate the whole experience, we are providing you with the Apta Pramana, which are the experiences, the time-tested, authentic and foolproof experiences and compilations of the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time-tested and verified this science.
The Apta Pramana for the power of remote vision comes from the great epic of Mahabharata, where Sanjaya, the charioteer of the blind king Dhritarashtra, was blessed by Krishna Dvaipayana Veda Vyasa with the power of Dura Drishti, remote vision. Using this power, Sanjaya narrated the entire Kurukshetra war with so much detail that it was almost as if Dhritarashtra was witnessing the happening with his two eyes physically. Sanjaya was also the only other person apart from Arjuna to hear the Gita directly from Lord Krishna. That is why the second verse of the Bhagavad Gita reads Sanjaya Uvacha, which means Sanjaya says.
Yes, Marshruti, are you ready? Yes, Marshruti is ready to reveal what Paramashiva has revealed to him. Yes, Marshruti, you can start.
So, what Paramashiva revealed to me is your house is a square house. So, your house outside walls are completely white, and then there's a straight way in your house. When you enter the door, there is a iron door. It leads to a room, straight away a room, and then to our left side you go. There are stairs, and then so I'm able to see the hall is like completely to the side. So the straight path is there, and then this side, left side of your house, when you enter to the door, there is a sofa and everything. It is a small guest room only, and then there are red curtains I'm able to see, and then there is a glass table which has many newspaper and everything, and then I'm able to see the sofa is grey color, and then there are glass windows behind the sofa. And then this side of the room, it leads to a kitchen, a small kitchen, and then on top it is like only rooms, and then balconies are there in all the rooms. And then I'm able to see there are like small boxes in a storeroom, in a storeroom where small boxes I'm able to see. Maybe it is of oil or something. And then I'm able to see now. Currently, there are like many fruits in your house, and then the color of your kitchen is it's white and cream color. and then few walls are grey also, and then the doors and everything is grey. And then this side of your house there is garden, like from it has so much distance, and then there is garden, and then behind also it is bushy and everything, but after that there is a road, and this side of the house there are houses, and then the road is it is avoiding to be the main road, but it is a lane for walk.
Yes, if we actually leave her, she will continue scanning and scanning, and she will tell every single detail. So, with this, Ma, one question for you. Would you like to confirm with what is correct?
Yes, it's absolutely correct, as she said.
And how did you feel like you were manifesting? And without you visiting your house, she was able to scan and tell so many details. How did you feel?
No, I feel it's a very miracle Swamiji is doing, manifesting powers. I'm really surprised.
Yes.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes, so beautiful. So, Ma Shruti, one question for you. How did you manifest this power without ever have visited Ma? Have you ever visited Ma Pratibha's house? Yes. So, without visiting her house, how were you able to scan to so much detail and were able to tell in a way she was so impressed and satisfied with the scanning which you have done?
Like how we say, I just surrendered myself to Swamiji, and I asked Swamiji whether, like, what is the house and how it is and everything. And then the pictures started coming. Like, if example, you can say balcony. So the picture of balcony comes, and then example, you can say the lane. So I was like literally walking to the in the lane and then going to the house. So while walking, I was able to see the corner of the room, which says like it had so many stuff storeroom literally. So I was literally walking in house, and then I was going around house.
So beautiful. So it is so amazing how all of us are able to manifest these powers. And it is not that only we can manifest these powers. Even you can manifest these powers just with a look, touch, or initiation of the avatar. So with this, we would like to offer our gratitude at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We thank you all for joining us today in today's Uttamottama Seva, and we invite you to join us for tomorrow's Uttamottama Seva at 6 o'clock p.m. IST. Thank you, Nithyanandam. With this, we conclude the Uttamottama Seva by offering our gratitude and love at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. We thank you all for joining us. Thank you, Nithyanandam.
नित्यानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। Nithyanandam. Welcome to today's Nithyananda Satsang, the divine enlightening audience with the avatar live from Kailasa, the world's only Hindu nation. Yesterday we had a mind-blowing satsang, literally busting every single cognition we have about cosmos, like all our perceptions, and just expanding it, and making our visualization, the ability for us to perceive the reality itself was expanded drastically yesterday.
And just with one satsang, Swamiji just debunked our whole idea of, let alone universe, our solar system, everything is completely debunked. All our ideas about sun, how it all functions, completely Swamiji just busted the whole myth, and he beautifully revealed the more and more sacred truths. And from the scriptures directly, he who is the source of everything, he himself revealed it to all of us. And I can see that more of you are excited today, just as we all witnessed the beautiful Uttamottama Seva, the offering of the best to Paramashiva. I can see now more of you have tuned in for the Nithyananda Satsang. We have people who have joined from more than 150 places, 500 plus cities from around the globe, from more than 24 different time zones. We have so many viewers excitedly tuned in from 500 plus Facebook pages, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Kailasa's NTV, Kailasa's HNTV, and Kailasa TV, and various other social media platforms for this Nithyananda Satsang. And we have all our blessed Kailashians and e-Kailashians who are sitting in the global Kailasas around the world, in various monastery campuses, which houses our sannyasis and Kailashians, and various temples around the globe, and various Nithyananda Gurukuls, which provides free education to thousands of children, and Nithyananda Annalayas, which provide free organic sattvic meals to thousands of people every day, and Nithyananda Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu University, which is the world's largest Hindu university, and Kailasa's Nithyananda Hindu Library, which is again the world's largest Hindu library, the authentic Hindu library. So we have thousands of people who have joined from everywhere with so much of excitement for today's direct divine audience with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself, Jagadguru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
So before we enter into today's segment, let's take a few minutes and watch a small video on who is His Divine Holiness Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam.
I am as old as sun, as new as sunrise. The various incarnations happened, gave a breakthrough to consciousness and gave opening to the next level. My responsibility is to introduce new consciousness which manifests powers of Sadashiva.
as Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akada, the oldest apex body of Hinduism, I welcome every one of you. I have experienced Sadashiva in his completion, and he has empowered me to transmit that experience to all of you. It's my commitment to all of you. I'll make you experience and manifest Sadashivatva, powers and state and space of Sadashiva. When you manifest powers, naturally the state of Sadashiva and space of Sadashiva starts manifesting in you. More power manifestation, more integrity, more unclutching, more nirvikalpa samadhi, more joy, more restful awareness, more responsibilism, more enrich, more bliss. This tradition has a capacity to retain its authenticity and originality. My purpose is to make this statement to the world: Hinduism is real. Ideas move from mind to mind. Energy moves from space to space. Cognitions move from body to body. That is why even Sadashiva needs a body. He assumed the body because he needs body to transmit these cognitions to you. Whatever I am doing is reviving the original science as expressed in Sanatana Hindu Dharma, Vedas and Agamas of the Hindu tradition. Given by Sadashiva, received by Devi, adopted by Vishnu to run this universe is Agama. Agamas insist on us serving beyond our frame. Whatever experience, anubhuti I had by my Guru's grace, Atma Pramana, I do acid wash with Shastra Pramana, Apta Pramana, the ancient masters' experiences. Whatever finally stand, I share it with the world as Sakshi Pramana. I welcome everyone for the grand feast of Sanatana Hindu Dharma. Let us go on contributing.
His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, today is the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, leading and guiding all of us, the 2 billion Hindus who worship Swamiji and revere Swamiji as the avatar, leading all of us into living a conscious life and having a superconscious breakthrough.
Actually, this whole introduction that we all saw, Swamiji was there's only one thing that is the baseline, continuously to contribute to the humanity, even now. Whether it is building the world's only Hindu nation, Sri Kailasa, or whether it is providing free education, whether it is providing free best of temples, the best of Hinduism, the best of everything. Swamiji is bringing everything from the roots of Hinduism, reviving everything, and offering it all for the humanity, for the benefit of humanity.
Actually, when talking about Swamiji, we can never introduce who Swamiji is. It's so, because everything we even start telling about Swamiji, it looks too small to what Swamiji has actually done. The hard work of Swamiji, it's something phenomenal for us to even comprehend, even to try to comprehend. I was just thinking, like, when Swamiji is talking about Kalpa and existence of not just one universe, but like multi-universes, multiverses. It's like, where it's just like yesterday in Satsang, Swamiji was explaining about. So, for all those who are watching new Satsang, this is the time where we get the direct audience with Avatar, where the cosmic truths, the higher realities are expressed in the most practical way for us to cognize, for us to understand, so that each one of us are able to cognize what Swamiji is telling, are able to understand and implement it in our lives, and also for us to experience healing. See, if you're someone who has been given up by the doctors telling no, this cannot be healed, or they have put you in some prolonged drug usage where you're addicted to some or the other medicine. There are so many people who are addicted to medicine, means their body cannot survive. They feel like it's impossible to survive without medicines. Or you have a child who's affected by autism or ADHD, whatever, celiac disease. Like this, we have so many chronic diseases that the people and even the children are suffering with. Satsang is a time just by you listening to Swamiji, you experience that healing. You get that spiritual healing from Swamiji. We have so many people who have walked out of cancer, who have walked out of some deadly diseases, fatal diseases.
And also through the Nithyananda Satsang, along with the healing, many times many of us search for answers in life. We have so many places which is motivational, which tells us other stories of success, how everyone has achieved everything. But all of it seems to be only to a certain level, still making us run behind or based on that fear or greed, either fear of failure or greed for success. But what is it that will answer your questions from the root, answering every problem that you have, whether you suffer from panic attacks, or whether you feel lonely, or whether you have a relationship issue, or whether you want to manifest wealth, whether you want to manifest health, whether you want to achieve more success in life. In each level, in each walk of your life, if you are stuck at any point, anywhere, Swamiji has already offered the solution for each of those aspects. Nithyananda Satsang is an enlightening audience because you're not just told some philosophies or some inspirational stories. No, Swamiji gives you the most practically applicable science, not just tells, he gives it to you as an experience for you. It will be an experiential understanding.
That is why, like, I came here, joined in Nithyananda Gurukul when I was 14 years old. And I hate listening to philosophies, especially when you are growing up in an ambience where you're a Hindu, but Hinduism is not really taught to you. You're more exposed to like people who don't understand the meaning of the scriptures. They keep talking about it, and you just get so bored of everything. You're like, come on, I listen to the same thing again and again, and it doesn't translate into experience in my life. That's how I used to feel. I was just 14 outside. And when I came and joined like the Adinam, the first day when we came to meet Swamiji, I was like, again, we are going to some guru, and that guru is going to give some long speech. So, at the moment they told it is going to be satsang time where Swamiji is going to come and give us talk. And I was like, okay, why am I going to listen to it? So, that's the first day I had come along with my family to meet Swamiji. I had no idea who Swamiji was. And I still remember, I went to the back of the hall. I put a chair, there was like a mattress to sit on. So I put that. I held my hand like this and I started to sleep even before Swamiji came. And in between when the satsang was going on, I just woke up in between. And when I started listening to Swamiji, I was just shocked. I never experienced where someone who's talking to the crowd, like it's a huge crowd, he's talking specifically, exclusively just to you. I had never experienced that before. And what I was having as a discussion just before coming in the car, when I was like traveling and coming to the Adinam in the car, the same topic that I was discussing about. Swamiji was speaking the exact same thing, the satsang. And I was like thrilled. It was too much for me I was shocked actually. I was like, what is going on? It is like just how you will feel if someone just overhears your conversation and then comes and talks the same thing. And you feel like, so you basically overheard my conversation. That's how you feel. That's exactly what I felt. Like what I was talking in the car just before coming. That was the first time meeting Swamiji. When I came to satsang, so there's a big hall. Like if you don't know, in Adi Kailash, it's a huge hall where every day thousands of people come and sit down and listen the satsangs from Swamiji directly. So when Swamiji was talking, it was directly exactly what I needed to hear, and I was needing at that time, and it was in the most practical way for a teenager to understand spirituality, to get interested in spirituality.
I think it can only be Swamiji, whether telling stories, jokes, making you understand practically. That is the best part. I know many of you might be wondering
the jokes or stories, just the practicality of it.
Absolutely. And also, I know many of you might be wondering what is this satsang like if you're for the first time and you want to listen. This whole Swamiji's more than 20,000 hours of Swamiji's talk is made available for you. It's being made available for you in Kailasa's Nithyananda YouTube channel. You all can visit YouTube, Kailasa's Nithyananda, and in that channel, you will have the whole playlist, everything of what Swamiji has been talking. You all can see the name of the channel. It is Kailasa's Nithyananda.
You can just use the link youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation, or you can just go to the YouTube and just search for Kailasa's Nithyananda. Even if you just type the word Nithyananda, you'll get the whole YouTube channel. Don't miss out on like anything. See, you have any problem, like let's say you're bored. If you just go and type what does Swamiji talk about boredom, you just get tons of videos. Just go to search, just put boredom and see. You have like anything, whatever you're suffering with, we have a solution for it. Swamiji has given solution for it. You can just
as simple as boredom. You can see for boredom itself how many satsangs Swamiji has given. Whether your fear of ghosts, whether your fear, your anger, your jealousy, or even manifesting wealth, success in relationships, anything. All the solutions are made available to you at Kailasa's Nithyananda. We request every one of you, if you have not subscribed yet, do not miss out. There's a lot in life that you can manifest. So please do subscribe in Kailasa's Nithyananda so that you can get access to these extraordinary solutions in the most practical way. Now, this satsang is just one pillar, I should say, or one of the contributions that Swamiji has offered for the humanity. Like this, in just last 23 years of Swamiji's public life, Swamiji has made the whole science of living blissfully, coexisting peacefully on planet Earth, and having the best in our life available to humanity absolutely free of cost in various different ways, be it by providing Nithyananda Gurukul, the free education, or be it the Nithyananda Hindu University, or be it Nithyananda Hindu Library. In each of these aspects, Swamiji has made this entire science as easily accessible to humanity as possible. Today, through Sri Kailasa, the world's only Hindu nation, Swamiji has brought even political legitimacy to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, which is no more somewhere, someone will decide from somewhere, we don't even know, some other religious person who is sitting as a head in our religious organization chants. They will decide some decisions about Hinduism. We do not know which shastras it comes from. We don't know who is deciding for Hinduism. But all of that is solved for us through Kailasa, through the world's only Hindu nation, the largest digital nation, Hindu digital nation. Swamiji has brought political legitimacy to Sanatana Hindu Dharma, making us the decision makers of Hinduism, giving us access to the various different sciences of Hinduism. You all can visit kailasa.org to also see and learn about what is Kailasa.
Actually, before we go into today, we are having a very exciting segment where each of you are going to be sharing your understandings, clicks. I'm going to be telling what is the question for today for our discussion also. Before we enter into that segment, let's watch a small video on Swamiji's hard work with integrity.
Your Sadashvatva is gift from somebody. No. Understand? Just like how when you fall asleep, you put an alarm and tell the alarm, hey, wake me up tomorrow morning. Same way, that's exactly the way I sent my gurus. I sent my gurus to the planet Earth ahead of me and said, hey, I am coming. Wake me up when I assume the human body. My alarm clocks were my gurus. Hey, wake me up. Understand? They just reminded me to fall in love with my higher personality, Sadashiva. I started my public life in a very young age. Immediately after 12, after I realized my enlightenment, I took my first Padayatra as per my Guru's instruction. That Padayatra is my first enriching Padayatra. See, I should say, I started organized public life in 2000. But my public life started when I was 12. How I started my public life? One person at a time. I'll walk from village to village, sit, spend some time, And small boy, naturally people will be curious, all alone. They will come and try to talk to me. Then I will start talking to them and start enriching. Whatever little way I know. It was a raw, crude, ground level way. One person at a time. So I decided I am going to start my own way. One person at a time.
என்னுடைய ரூம் பக்கத்து ரூம் தான் அவர் இருந்தாப்புல. ஒரு சின்ன இரும்பு பெட்டி ஒன்று இருக்கும். அந்த இரும்பு பெட்டியில தினந்தோறும் காலையில் 5 மணிக்கு எழுந்துள்ள ஒரே நபர் எங்க ஹாஸ்டல்லே முதல் நபர் அவராக தான் இருப்பாரு. குளிச்சுட்டு வந்துட்டு தினந்தோறும் பூஜை செய்வாப்புல. பூஜை செய்து விட்டுட்டு யாரெல்லாம் அவர்கிட்ட போயிட்டு ஆசீர்வாதம் கேட்கிறாரோ அவர் திண்ணூறு வச்சு இன்றைய நாள் நன்றாக இருக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி எல்லாருக்கும் ஆசீர்வாதம் பண்ணுவாப்புல.
ஏன் அவர் சிரிச்சுட்டே தான் இருக்கிறாரு. ஆனால் அந்த சிரிப்பினுடைய அர்த்தம் எனக்கு இப்போதான் கரெக்டாக புரியுது. ஏன்னா அது ஒரு தெய்வீக சிரிப்புன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த தெய்வீக சிரிப்பை என்னால் இப்பவும் நல்லா உணர முடியும்.
ரூம்குள்ள வந்துட்டாருன்னா ஒண்ணு சும்மாவே இருக்க மாட்டாரு, புக் எடுத்து படிப்பாரு, இல்ல அந்த சிலைகளுக்கான அலங்காரங்கள் பண்றது இதெல்லாம் பண்ணிட்டு இருப்பாரு. இல்லைன்னா எந்நேரம் பார்த்தாலும் ஒரு அந்த மெடிடேஷனோ இல்ல வேற ஒரு பாவநிலையிலயோ ரூம்குள்ளேயே நடந்துட்டு இருப்பாரு. இதுக்காக ஒர்க்கையும் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ண மாட்டாரு. ஒர்க் டைம் வந்தா அதுல இருந்து இறங்கி வந்து உடனே வேலைக்கு போவாரு. வேலைக்கு போயிட்டாருன்னா அங்க சிரிச்சு பேசி ஜாலியா இருந்து அதே நேரத்தில் உன்னிப்பா கவனிக்கிறது.
Parivrajaka Yatra happens only when you move out of joy. I tell you, I was moving like a banyan leaf in the breeze. When a leaf falls from the tree, in the breeze how it moves. That's the way I moved in my life. That is why my Parivrajaka, even to remember, is a joy for me. I tell you, shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. So most smartest strategy is hard work with integrity. That's all. That's the most smartest strategy. I decided, let me sit and start doing, start empowering, start enriching. Actually, that is the way I remember me even now. When I close my eyes, I don't remember me sitting in a golden throne. When I close my eyes, I only remember the boy, village boy with a stick on his shoulder, a kamandalu. Before Hindus could recognize, I have created a very powerful enlightenment ecosystem. Everywhere, spiritual awakening is happening, enlightenment is happening. People are manifesting enlightenment, manifesting powers, everything. Kailasa is reviving the enlightenment ecosystem. The Kailasa will be the place where almost million power manifestors are living and running. At least 10 million temples and monasteries, which are spiritual embassies of Paramashiva, and reviving this enlightenment, power manifesting civilization. Kailasa is a place where everything related to super consciousness is revived. All the sampradaya, all the spiritual ecosystems. Kailasa is a place where everything related to superconsciousness is revived. All the sampradaya, all the spiritual ecosystems created for enlightenment will be revived. And established in such a way, it never gets lost again. There forever serving the humanity.
Actually, I have no words to like comprehend what Swamiji is telling, like just to even give an essence, because in every dimension and every field, Swamiji has contributed. Like as I was sharing, whether you are bored, tired, you have a solution for that, or you want to be successful, you want to have wealth, you want to have success in relationships, you want to be healed out of some simple problem like headache, stomach pain, you have some, or you have a huge problem like cancer or some disease that doctors are telling no, impossible for you to get out of it. You have like for example, like what you're seeing in front of you right now, these are called as Nithyananda Kriyas, where cure and care for everything, whether you have bipolar disorder, depression, dandruff or digestive issues or anything, you have a kriya for it, how to do it, exact steps, the breathing techniques, everything. This is just one of many contributions of Swamiji. Whether you are suffering from arthritis, asthma, or ADHD, you have eczema, you have some food allergies, everything. We have solutions. Swamiji has provided solutions for all of these. All of you can actually go and visit nityananda.org
/kriyas, and there you will see more 108 plus kriyas being available for you for any illness or any diseases that you have, or even if you do not have and you want to prevent, even for that you have the kriyas. So you all can visit the detailed things. Each technique personally designed by Swamiji, time tested and foolproof, is given to all of us.
So now coming back to this, today we have a very interesting topic. I just want to tell all of you. Now we're going to be having a very interactive segment where each one of you are going to be sending your questions, your opinions, your understandings, clicks, everything on Twitter. You can use the hashtag Kailasa Votes and hashtag veg or non-veg and tweet. Tweet your understandings on how is today, so I'm just revealing some huge phenomenal truths, something like some mind-blowing things. For example, Swamiji today revealed Surya is not the same as sun. I was shocked, like what? Swamiji said that what we are having as a sun in our solar system is just a reflection, according to Surya Siddhanta. It is just a reflection of the sun, of Surya. What we are calling as sun is Aditya. That is why even in the shloka that we chant, Adityaya cha somaya mangalaya budhaya cha guru shukra sanipyacha ragave ketave namaha. We never say it as Suryaya somaya. We say it as Adityaya somaya because Aditya is the sun that we have. I was like amazed by what Swamiji was sharing yesterday. And many things that Swamiji is sharing, how what we are recognizing, like I was thinking Kalpa to be, I was really cognizing it as how much time it takes for that whole, like one galaxy to, finish one revolution maybe. But I was shocked when Swamiji said, It is not just one galaxy, but galaxies, multiple galaxies together.
And more than that, I was even more shocking was each galaxy has its own Kailasa, which is the black hole, its own center, and the galaxies rotate around it. And what Swamiji revealed as a fourth unit of time is what it takes for the whole universe to rotate around the Maha Kailasa, the Meru Standila. So it is like multiple universe. It is multiple universes, each of them with its own sun families, with its own Milky Ways and galaxies, etc. And each of them rotating around itself and their Kailasas, and that entire set of universes rotating around the Maha Kailasa. Yesterday, Swamiji was giving a detailed answer about a post that Tamal Tarunji had asked Swamiji, the questions that he had asked Swamiji, and each of you, Swamiji had mentioned in the satsang yesterday, for each of us to read that once again before coming to the Nithyananda satsang today, so that we all can receive the truths, the further details when Swamiji is going to be revealing. So if any of you have not yet read that post, it is there on Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. I request every one of you to go and visit Kailasa's HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page. It is made as a post there. You all can see the post, and we request everyone to go ahead and
you all can just read and understand it. I'm just going to be reading it out for all of you. You all can just see. Amazing scientific research correlation to 4th October Nithyananda Satsang, expounded by Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by T.T. Dasji. Actually, scientists know about a fourth type of time other than day, month, and year, and that is called the galactic year or cosmic year. This is the time taken by the sun along with all the planets to orbit once around the center of Milky Way, our galaxy. One galactic year or the solar system or Surya Mandala is about 225 to 250 million terrestrial years, according to them. A. Big Bang happened 61 galactic years back. B. Sun was born 20 galactic years back. C. Earth cooled down to support life 17 galactic years back. Interestingly, one kalpa is about 4,300 million years, or about 18 galactic years. Most interesting part I loved in the satsang of 4th October when Swamiji said Surya Mandala is going around the Mahakailasha. Today, scientists know that at the center of every galaxy, there is a black hole. Surprisingly, the shape of the black hole is like a Shivalinga. Inside the black hole, time and space merge, and scientists call it singularity, and laws of our known physics do not work there. Isn't singularity the quality of Shiva? The whole galaxy, the Milky Way, where our solar system, the Surya Mandala, is just like a dot, is rotating around a black hole and shows the fourth cyclic movement. I'm not saying it's circular, as most of these movements are elliptical. The shape of the black hole itself is like a Shivalinga. The black hole attracts everything and gobbles up and becomes even more massive. The destruction quality of Shiva. The most interesting part in this video, it's a new discovery. It shows how black holes create stars and another galaxy. The rejuvenation quality of Shiva, as Swamiji says. Also see the energy beam coming out of the two opposite sides of black hole. The Jyoti Stamba is the light beam that Brahma and Vishnu was asked to go to the end by Shiva in Arunachala. Wish our Bhagavan connects for us the findings of modern science outside world with Paramashiva's all-inclusive science of both outside and inside. Kashi Vishwanath, is this not the shape of a black hole? A hardcore document from Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy on Singularities and Black Hole. Actually, we all can see this is just what it's just in yesterday's satsang. Swamiji is sharing, actually revealing more deeper truths based on the questions and information that Kamaltarandas ji had asked.
And I request every one of us to go through that post, because Swamiji revealed, Swamiji himself told all of us to make sure that we are all reading this post completely before the Nithyananda Satsang today, because based on this, Swamiji is going to be revealing to us in a logic that we all can comprehend and understand the answers for these questions. I know the moment we talk about cosmology, the moment we talk about Hindu cosmology, or how universes, time, space, dimensions, everything, there's a lot to it. We have so many questions. We all have questions about the whole Big Bang theory. We have questions about how time happens, where does it start, where does it end. And now Swamiji is bringing a whole new aspect of multiple universes existing. But the most interesting part is, even for a physicist who has dedicated his whole life in learning the science, let's say Stephen Hawking, that's an example. I have many times in the past, I've been inspired by his findings and his life, all that. So many times, even all the best of the researchers and scientists, they have found a lot about what these truths are, the truths about universes, etc. But how I have never heard anyone successfully being able to map those truths into our practical day-to-day life and happenings. The way Swamiji mapped, I know there are many of you who are seeing this. Each of you can actually go to Twitter and you all can post your comments, your questions with hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa votes, and hashtag veg or not veg. Actually, you all can use a hashtag Nithyananda as projected here, and keep posting your clicks, what each of you got, because it is nothing less. I mean, there's nothing which you can comprehend in what Swamiji shared yesterday. So each of you can go share the satsang, so that this mind-blowing satsang and more truths that Swamiji is going to be revealing can reach out to the maximum number of people. Share the satsang and also do post any questions that you have.
And let's take a moment now, because now I think it's time we are going to be entering into the most favorite part for all of us, which is the Nithyananda Satsang, having the live darshan of Swamiji Avatar directly from Kailasa, the world's one and only Hindu nation, the world's greatest Hindu nation. I'm so excited. I know all of us are also very excited and waiting for it. Take a few minutes right now, share this video to all your friends, invite everyone, tell everyone today is going to be something phenomenal. Even if you want to invite your friends or anyone that you have shared before about Swamiji, but you see they think that, oh, they are still having doubts or questions, just get them to today's satsang. Today is going to be a phenomenal satsang. So don't miss out. Take a few minutes now and all of you can go share. Now with this, let's enter into a meditation. Please sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Close your eyes and start chanting Mahavakya Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your three eyes and manifest powers of Mahasadashiva.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.